The Dow. I'm not gonna get in the gutter with these people.
Radical left wing.
I don't know why you're laughing.
This is gonna piss some people off.
The Dow. I'm not gonna get in the gutter with these people.
Radical left wing.
I don't know why you're laughing.
This is gonna piss some people off.
The Dow. I'm not gonna get in the gutter with these people.
Radical left wing.
I don't know why you're laughing.
This is gonna piss some people off.
Hello, my name is Ashlee and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about Druski doing whiteface and trolling Erika Kirk. We're also going to be talking about TMZ stalking our Congress members, which I love, and then and then we're going to talk about so much more, the No Kings rally, all sorts of stuff. But before we get into it, please like and subscribe and turn on post notifications and all the things to help me grow my channel. So first, I guess what we're going to talk about is more like personal news, because it kind of has to go along with No King's Day. So let's see what happened. Oh, I joined DSA a couple weeks ago, and then I went to my first meeting last Thursday, and it was like a new orientation meeting, and that was really fun. So I'll let you know, I'll let everyone know how that goes. I'll keep everyone up to date on my DSA journey. I'm very excited. I'm waiting for my card. I haven't got my card yet, and I really want to get my card. Anyway, besides that, I'm going to another event this Thursday because I guess everyone who's going to try to like DSA members are trying to get people to come out and volunteer for Cori Bush. And so they're getting everyone together on Thursday. So I'm going to go to that as well. So that's that. I also got this new Abolish ICE shirt. Can you see it? Okay. I won it in a raffle. My friend had a performance. She does like pole and they're like burlesque and all sorts of stuff, and it was really fun. And they were doing like a raffle, and I won this shirt, and I really, really wanted it, so I'm really happy I got it. Anyway, the other thing I did this weekend was No King's Day. So I went to the No King's Day rally. That was really fun. I had a good time, and yeah, it was great. There were so many people in St. Louis. I'm going to show you all some pictures. So many people in St. Louis. And then the next day I went to my friend's house for their birthday party. And so it was just like a busy weekend. That's why it took me a while to post the No Kings pictures. But anyway, so went to No Kings, and that was really great. It was a lot of fun. There were some really fun signs. I always like looking at the signs, but there were also some signs that I really liked because they weren't like funny or fun. They were like serious. And so there were a lot of those, which I very much appreciated. But yeah, let me start by showing some of the pictures from the No Kings St. Louis. So this was St. Louis. Let's see. So this was the No King's Day in St. Louis. This was, yeah, that was part of it. That's not everyone. But there are so many people. There were so many. Cori Bush was there, of course. She spoke, and her hoodie. I wish I got a picture of her hoodie. But it said like against genocide, against, like no kings, no genocide, no, it was really cool. I don't remember exactly what it said. I wish there was a picture. But yeah. And so this was the No King's Day in St. Louis. It was great. Palestinian flags. I will say St. Louis, is pretty left. I think people don't realize like how much, like, I don't know. I feel like there's just like so much, there's a lot to do in St. Louis. There's a lot of culture in St. Louis. There's a lot of history in St. Louis. And like there's also like a lot of community. And so yeah, there's a lot of organizing, and this is, yeah. So I don't know, it's just really exciting. But let's see what else. The next one, yeah. So this is also the No King's Day St. Louis. This is a good picture. You can see the arch in the background. But yeah, it was really fun. There were so many people. I guess there was like a counter protester that said ice is good, which is really funny. When I was walking, or when I was marching, there was this guy, and he looked like a kid. I swear to God, he looked like a child. But there was this guy, and he was holding up this American flag with like two girls with bikinis on them to like, I don't know if it was like counter protesting us, but it didn't make any sense to me. And so I don't know. It's very interesting. But yeah. And so Cori Bush, yeah, no genocide. I think it said no kings, no genocide, no. I don't know. It said something else. It was a really cool hoodie, and I really enjoyed it. But yeah, she was there. Can you guess who was not there? Cori Bush was there. Can you guess who was not there? Wesley Bell. Wesley Bell was not there. Thank goodness, because I think he would have gotten protested. I don't think that would have been a very warm welcome for him. But yeah, no, Cori Bush was there. She spoke. She did amazing. And if you were in St. Louis or know anyone in St. Louis, her primary is August 4th. There are call banks up right now. Go look at her website. Go look at the St. Louis DSA website. There are, if you're in the St. Louis area or around it, there are door knockings almost every weekend. And then there's also, I saw a call banking one just the other day. So please, we really need to get Cori Bush back into office. But anyway, let's continue going through these pictures. Let's see. Whistles. Yeah, we had whistles. I really love this picture. So this was in front of the ballpark village, which is where our baseball team plays. And ice is only good in a glass or a glacier. Exactly. But I really like this page. Sorry if this is boring, but I just wanted to show everyone because I think it's really fun, and I love talking about St. Louis. And this is gonna be real quick. Then we'll get into Druski and all this stuff. But anyway, so I really like this picture because it said "Stop the War in Iran," and then it's a PSL one. So PSL was there. We also had DSA was there, and then those two are always at almost like every protest, and then or march, and then 5051 was there, and then there's one more that I'm forgetting, that I'm upset that I'm forgetting. What am I thinking? Okay, anyway, it does matter, but never mind. Anyway, so it says "Stop the War in Iran," and then this is at Ballpark Village, so this is where our baseball team plays, and I just really like that picture. Let's see. Yeah, We the People. That was funny. Dogs were there. There were so many people there. Like, it was kind of overwhelming. We had a frog. There's this like claw guy in the background. It's kind of silly. And then it says Missouri showed up. So it wasn't just St. Louis. It was actually like all around Missouri. And what's interesting is it happened in like red areas too, like places that are like very, very Republican. And so I'm excited. I don't want to get ahead of myself. Like, I'm excited to see how the midterms turn out, because there are some people like Ann Wagner that I would love to get out of Congress, because she's been there forever as a Republican and just has been there forever. Does she do anything? No, but she's been there forever. And I would love to get people like her out. So here's to hoping. Although I think the Trump administration is trying to stop that as many ways as they can. But anyway, this is, I guess this is like a view from, this is weird. I don't like this. It's like the world view thing. I don't like that. But anyway, there were a lot of people. It was insane, the amount of people that were there. Like, I was so surprised. Well, not surprised. I knew it was going to be a lot of people, but like, I almost didn't go because I couldn't find anywhere to park. and I got a parking ticket. But you know, this is like the third or fourth time I've gotten a parking ticket while protesting, and I think they do it on purpose. Personally, that's just my personal opinion. But I don't pay I'm gonna pay my parking ticket, but I don't pay like parking meters as like I don't know, out of spite, because I'm mad that I have to pay a third party to park on a street that my tax is already paid for, because it's all run by these third party apps now. So yeah, I don't even want to get into it anyway. Okay, so that's that. That's you're gonna get me going. But that is St. Louis. That is St. Louis. That was No King St. Louis. I hope you guys got out. It was really fun, and if you didn't, it was it was a good time. Ice is only good in a glass or a glacier. Who's the guy running from KC? Ooh, I actually don't know. I don't know much about Kansas City. I'll have to look into that. Because I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know much about Kansas City. But speaking of No Kings and all this stuff, so I'm gonna make a video about it, but the Democrats have been going after Hassan and everything, and one of those people, and now all these Democrats are coming out like, I won't be on his podcast. They haven't been invited to his podcast, but they're like, I won't be on his podcast. And one of those people is actually Cory Booker, and it's really funny because Cory Booker was in St. Louis on the day of the No Kings Day protest. He wasn't at the No Kings Day protest, but he was at a college nearby, and one of the organizers, as the protest was like done and like we were finishing up and everyone was leaving, he uses his like his microphone blow the horn thing. I don't know why I can't think of words. Anyway, so he goes on there and he's like, hey, Cory Booker's right down the street if you want to come with me. We're gonna go protest Cory Booker. And I was like, hell yeah. I couldn't go because I went to my friend's performance, but megaphone, thank you. I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyway, megaphone. But and so, oh my God, I was like, oh, I wish I could have been there. I wish I could have been there. When he said that, I was like, oh my God, I have plans. But if I did not have plans, that would have been the highlight of my day, to go protest Cory Booker. The highlight of my day. Cory Booker is on a book tour, I guess. And so, yeah, anyway, so Democrats, well, I just wanted to put this in here as we're talking about No Kings, because Democrats right now, people are out here, No Kings. I'm seeing people with signs that are crazy. I'm seeing all these like, older Democrats with these signs calling Trump a pedophile, doing all this kind of stuff. And it's like, dude, these people, like, the Democrats are so over like this milquetoast shit. And like, listen, I still get nervous because people are still wanting to have a Newsom, but like out in the real world, people like Cory Booker, people like Wesley Bell, like Democrats who are these milquetoast centrists who like refuse, like Alyssa Slotkin, and we're gonna watch a video from her in just a second. Like Alyssa Slotkin, like this is not what people want, and I think people are starting to see like straight through them now, because this is not what people want, and it's just like they have no answers. They're just coming up with vague sayings that they think are popular. They have no answers. They have no policies. They just go after people to the left of them. And so that's what a lot of centrists like Cory Booker are doing right now, and Alyssa Slotkin. And this is what Mehdi Hassan said. I'm going to make a video about this whole thing. But this is what Mehdi Hassan said. We're just going to talk about this really quick, because I want to watch this Alyssa Slotkin video. So this is what Mehdi Hassan said. He said, Democratic senators like Cory Booker, Ruben Gallego, and Alyssa Slotkin all told Politico that they wouldn't go on Hassan Piker show, which he didn't invite them. By the way, he didn't invite them. They're just saying that they won't go on his show because I believe it's in Michigan, correct? Al-Sayed is running for Senate, and he is going to have a rally with Hassan Piker. And so now all of these Democrats are coming out like, oh my God, what? No, don't do that, because they're worried. They're worried that their pick, Mallory McMorrow, might not win. Or that's not even their pick. They want who do they want? I don't know. I don't know who the other person is. I just know Mallory McMorrow. I know that Warren, that she endorsed Mallory McMorrow, and Elizabeth Warren gets on my nerves a lot. She gets on my nerves a lot. And I don't know why she endorsed Mallory McMorrow. And it bothers me. But yeah, so now all these centrist Dems are coming out because they're like, oh no, we can't have another progressive win because, oh God, what would we do? Because they're not popular anymore. And they're trying to put people out here like Slotkin and Mallory McMorrow and trying to make them look like, you know, they're all hip and they know what's going on. And it's like, no, stop it. We can see right through this. This is bullshit. Anyway, we'll finish this. Okay. But they have all, okay, listen. But they have all been on Bill Maher's show, who says Islam is like the mafia. The Muslim world has too much in common with ISIS, and Muslims bring desert stuff to the West, which is, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? Like, what are you talking about? And has also used the N-word on his show. Why the double standard? Slotkin was on Maher's show yesterday. Yeah, I would love for all of them to come out and tell me and tell everybody else why the double standard. Why the double standard? And like, oh, we need to have a Big Ten. Yeah, okay, well, shouldn't that include Hassan? Shouldn't that include leftists? Or no, you just want people to the right of you. That's what you want. You just want everyone to the right of you so you can keep getting all of your money. You can keep getting all this PAC money. And so let's see. I think this is Alyssa Slotkin on Bill Maher. Oh, Haley Stevens. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's see. So this is her on Bill Maher, and I've watched a couple different clips of this, but what I'm gonna say is that, first of all, like, to me, this is just really cringy, and I feel like she's trying to look cool, and that's why she has this leather jacket on, and I don't know if she thinks like it makes her look like younger, or I'm not really sure what the goal they were trying to achieve in this was, or you know, she says that we need to be more alpha, that the Democrats need to be more alpha, again with the vague terms and the vague talking points. There's no policy. Like what policy are you championing? What policies do you want? Not, we need to be more alpha. We need, like, what does that even mean? What is that? What does that mean? How is that going to benefit your constituents, being more alpha? Ridiculous. And so she's wearing this leather jacket, and I don't know if she thinks that makes her look more alpha or what, but she just looks silly and cringy to me. But let's listen to what she has to say.
What does that mean to you, culturally normal? What do you think he means? What does it mean?
I do not know what he means, but I don't. But I will tell you, I mean, that again, I come from Michigan, where like the average person just is a very pragmatic, like, put your head down, and wants shit to work. That is it. And so
I also think that her and Chuck Schumer are both doing this, where they're cursing because they think it makes them sound hip and like they're fighting back. They just want shit to work. Like, they're just like a normal person. I don't like. It sounds like it sounds weird coming from her. It sounds cringy coming from her. It doesn't sound like normal, you know? And so but I think that's her and Chuck Schumer are both doing that right now.
So I will be honest, we made hats at the end of my last campaign. They just said Team Normal. I don't give a shit if you're a Republican or Democrat and independent. Just like live in the zone of practicality. And
And this is how they try to go against the people to the left of them. And they're like, we just have to live in the zone of practicality. We just have to be pragmatic. And like, she thinks that's, she's coming from this as like, Midwestern, like, they're just normal Midwesterners type of thing, right? Okay, St. Louis, Missouri is in the Midwest. Again, there were people with all kinds of signs. We have a communist, there's like a communist not party, but group or whatever in St. Louis. And they were doing chants like we gotta be against the Republicans and the Democrats, and people were shouting along. Like, I don't think people like Alyssa Slotkin, and especially Bill Maher, I don't think they understand where we are right now. And I don't think she understands that this is not going to last very much longer. Like, you're not going to be able to sit here and just be like, oh, well, got to make shit work. Do you know what Zoran's doing? Zoran's in New York actually making shit work. Like, he's actually doing the job. And he's not just sitting here going, oh, well, we got to be practical. No, he's people are tweeting him and he's fixing the things that they tweet him about. Like, that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. And so that's why I'm like, this is not going to last, but this is why they are going after people. This is why they are going after progressive candidates, because the more people like Zoran that get elected and actually do make shit work, and actually do their jobs and listen to their constituents, the more people like Alyssa Slotkin will be irrelevant and won't have any power, because people will see that people like her are just talking shit and don't actually mean anything and don't have any real policies that they're trying to champion. All right, let's finish this.
And the far right and the far left live in a different universe.
What does that mean to you?
Yeah, I don't think I live in a different universe, but okay. I think you live in a universe where you just want to continue getting PAC money. Like, I think that's the universe you want to just continue living in. Ridiculous. She's a millionaire, by the way. Oh my God. Yeah. Tech CEO vibes. Exactly. Quote alone is so unlikable. I can't imagine how hard that is to watch. Haley Stevens, aka Marge Simpson. That's hilarious. I didn't know that she was a billionaire, but yeah. I mean, well, wasn't she also like in the CIA? Yeah, she still smells like CIA. Exactly. Like, this is not convincing at all. Like, I don't think this is convincing anyone whatsoever. It's silly. It's just it's stupid. Because listen, this is what's happening right now at the No Kings protest. The same thing I think has happened in almost every No Kings protest, where, you go out and you see just how radicalized people are getting, just how radicalized Democrats are getting. And then you see that there's these deep red places where people are protesting. Now, I'm not saying... No, I'm not the one who's going to say, oh, this is it. Republicans will now change. Republican voters will now become Democrats. No. I think that if they had the chance to vote for like a J.D. Vance or Tucker Carlson, that they would still do that, and they wouldn't see the correlation between them and Trump. Like, I fully believe that. Some maybe will actually like wake up and see what's going on, but I think most are still going to vote Republican, but they're mad enough at Trump that they're out there protesting. And so I do think that like this is such a good opportunity for the Democrats to grasp, and they just refuse to do it, and they refuse to meet the moment, and instead want to push out people to the left of them that are going to meet the moment and are going to take advantage of this opportunity. So this is what happened to Hassan while he was at the No Kings protest. I believe it was in New York, right? Because he was in New York. So it says, a random old lady interrupted Hassan's CNN interview at No Kings protest and called out the Democrats for not doing enough to stop Trump. CNN, do you think the Democratic Party is meeting the moment? No. Hassan, what do you think of Zoran? I love him. See, and this is why they don't want progressive candidates to get into office.
The most recent sort of conversation, debate about you.
Hi.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Just a random guy.
I'm just a
random guy. I'm a political commentator. On Twitch is a website. You're on it now too.
Oh, okay.
And you're also at CNN.com.
And you're also on CNN. Love you too.
I love this lady. Besides the point, I love this lady. She's so funny. She's like, I'm gonna figure out who this is.
Thank you for being here.
Why did you show up today? Why did you come here today?
Because I think he's a prick.
Okay. Do you think are the Democratic Party meeting the moment?
No.
I was about to ask the same question. You don't think so?
The Democratic Party is meeting the moment?
Yeah.
No.
How do you like Zoran Mamdani?
I love him.
That's awesome. Hell yeah. Nice to meet you.
Okay. I'll have to look out for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Oh my god, I love this whole interaction. That whole interaction is like my favorite thing in the world. Sorry, healthcare is outside of the zone of practicality. That actually is really funny. No, I see, and I love that, but I feel like that just shows that there is so like, and they say this on Majority Report all the time, but Emma always is like the mythical or I don't know, everyone says this all the time, so does Hassan, but like this mythical centrist voter. Like, I don't think that exists. Like, I just don't think that exists. And the only people they're trying to court are Republicans. They're not trying to court, like, their own base doesn't even like them anymore. Their own base has gone far past them, and they're still trying to do this practicality, electionability type of thing, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work because people can see straight through it, and it's just it's such bullshit. The Liz Cheney Democrat, exactly, that doesn't exist. And that's what I'm saying. If there are Republicans that, like, you know, quote unquote wake up during this moment and decide that they're not Republicans anymore, great. But there is still a percentage of the population that is going to vote Republican no matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter what happens. And that's just how it is. So trying to court them makes zero sense and is the reason that Democrats keep losing and have such a horrible polling, do so horrible in polling, because nobody likes them. They just hate Trump more, right? And when you get someone like a Tucker Carlson, who I hope doesn't run, but everyone's talking about it. But if you get someone like him, well, yeah, you're going to lose against someone like him, because he's going to do the same thing Trump did. He's going to come out with a big personality. He's going to say he's for all these things that he's not. And then we're going to go on the same ride all over again. And it'd be worse at that point, because I don't think Tucker Carlson has like dementia. So it's insane. Yes, hi, happy Monday. Oh, good. I'm glad you went to your No Kings protest. Also, damn centrist Democrats. Yes, exactly. They called the base bet wetter to ask Biden to Trump. I know. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, the one thing Republicans and Democrats I feel like have in common is they like hate their base. Like, I feel like Republicans are scared of their base because they probably should be. But like Trump hates his base. He does not like his base. He hates them. And takes advantage of them knowingly. And Democrats are not too far off of that. They kind of do the same thing. Lots of them would rather not vote than switch parties and disappoint their families. Yeah, 100%. but he's gonna try it. But he tries to charm them at least. Yeah, that's true. He does try to charm them, and he tells them what they want to hear. Like, he know damn good and well when he went up there and said, I'm the peace president, that he wasn't the peace president. Like, he knew that, but he went up there and did it anyway because he's like, oh, they're gonna believe me. I'm just going to say it and they're going to believe me and it doesn't matter. And so he knew that he could just say whatever he wanted, and he could just say whatever, he knew what they wanted to hear. So he's like, I can just say whatever I want and then go back on it and it won't matter. And he was right. So yeah, the dumb shame the base. Yeah, you're right. They shame us, and tell us we're not having our tent isn't open enough for fascists. So stupid. But yeah, so that was my No King's Day. That was me complaining about Democrats because they suck, and reinforcing the fact that we should elect people like Cori Bush. She is running for Congress. The primary is in August 4th. There are so many volunteer opportunities. I am doing some. You all should look them up. Anyway, that's my PSA for today. All right, next we're going to talk about even more Congress members that suck. And I'm very excited to talk about this actually. So the TSA, and we talked about this last week, TSA has not been getting paid for like months now. And something they've been trying to, like, I think Trump did an executive order to get them to pay TSA. I don't know if that even happened. I don't think it did. They were trying to come to some sort of deal before they went on vacation, before they went on like Easter vacation, and they did not. So I don't think TSA is still getting paid. But ICE is there now, and apparently ICE is just, well, they're standing around, but then apparently now they're also checking people. I don't know. Because when the first week that they were there, people were just taking pictures of them standing around on their phones doing nothing. And now it's like they're actually a part of the process, which is even scarier. And I don't like that. But it says breaking, Delta is suspending its special service desk for members of Congress until TSA is fully funded. Delta says members of Congress will now be treated like all other flying customers. First of all, I did not know that I did not know that they had some special desk. That is ridiculous. Sometimes I get frustrated because I'm like, well, of course they don't care about funding things. Of course they don't care about doing this or doing that because they don't have to deal with it. And this is what, and my Republican family says this to me all the time. This is like one thing we agree on, that they should live like regular people for just like a week. They should live like a regular person for just like a week. And then maybe the way that they govern would change. I don't think so, because I don't think they do it. But it's something that, it's just like, I didn't even know that they had this perk. But hey, shout out to Delta. But also, they shouldn't have a special desk. They are normal people, and we should just let them do. I mean, I don't know, whatever. I think it's insane that they have a special desk. But anyway, they're not letting them have a special desk until TSA is fully funded. So loved that. Another group of people that I was not prepared to see become like, I don't know, like, not heroes. Everyone's calling them heroes. They're not heroes, okay? But it's quite funny, and I think it's hilarious. So TMZ is now saying that while Congress is out on vacation and TSA workers are not getting paid and they haven't come to an agreement, take pictures of them everywhere they go while they're on vacation, while ICE is at the airports, while you're sitting here in this long ass line. Take pictures of these Congress people out and about on their little vacations while everyone else has to deal with their problem. And oh my God, it is the funniest thing in the world. I'm in love with this. And I will say, I'm one of those, like this has come up before, where people get all like up in arms about like, oh my God, how dare you protest them at a restaurant, or how dare you protest their hotel? And I'm like, no. Protest them everywhere. They need to feel uncomfortable. Okay? They need to feel like they do. They need to feel uncomfortable. They need to feel the pressure of the people. They do. I'm sorry, they do. You want to stop getting heckled at Disney World? Because that's where Lindsey Graham is. You want to stop getting heckled at Disney World? I don't know, do your goddamn job. How about that? Oh, I love it. This is my favorite thing. I love it so much. I do not think that they should be able to just go about their vacations acting normally. No. People should heckle them everywhere. They should heckle them everywhere. They should heckle them all the time, and they should make it known that they don't like all the shit that they're stirring. And that's my personal opinion. But this is what TMZ said. So everyone online was like, "Oh my God, is TMZ good now?" I don't know. I mean, they have had some good reporting, but I don't know if they're like good now. I don't know. But this TMZ pivot might put them back on the map. If you see one of the 535 members of Congress on vacationing during Easter break, take a picture and send it to us. I love this so much. Oh my God, I love this.
Our audience right now, that if anybody goes to Disney World with their family for spring break, or goes to a beach somewhere or anywhere on vacation, and you see one of the 535 members of Congress, take a picture and send it to us at TMZ. We will post that picture on our website, on our social media, and we will put it on our television shows. We want to show what they are doing at your expense.
Yeah.
And we want everybody to hear that, and we are waiting for those pictures. Want to talk to every...
Hell yeah, man. Oh my God. This is my favorite thing. I'm in love with this. Okay, so there are pictures. The pictures have come in. And I'm very excited. So, like I said, okay, I'm sorry. I just keep laughing at Lindsey Graham. I can't tell if he's like on Ozempic or something. Okay. This is so funny to me. So this is Lindsey Graham at Disney World. He is at Disney World getting food. Man, you know, I was at Universal just a couple weeks ago. I wish I was there. Oh my God. Okay, that's Lindsey Graham at Disney World. Let's see who else. Oh, this is Ted Cruz. Mr. Always on vacation. Mr. I am never doing my job. Mr. I'm either podcasting or on vacation. What do you mean? I have a whole ass job. This is Ted Cruz. So he's on he's leaving. Lauren Boebert, of course. Lauren Boebert's trying to be on like the good. She's trying to take advantage of this and be like on the good side of things. Okay. PSA to Senate schedulers: may want to book a return flight for your boss. Our work here isn't finished. But she's also probably saying that to suck up to Donald Trump, because Donald Trump told them that they have to pass the SAVE Act, and that if they don't, like, they need to pass it, and they need to pass it before the midterms. And so he said, even if you have to stay and not go on Easter vacation, you need to pass the SAVE Act. Well, you see where their priorities lie. Of course, I don't want the SAVE Act to get passed, but I just think it's funny. You see where their priorities lie. Also, she's just trying to like, you know, she's just trying to be a brown noser to Trump. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Yep. Senators Ted Cruz and John Thune leave DC amid government shutdown. Let's see who else. Oh, okay. Lindsey Graham again. This one's mad because he's at Disney World. Oh, Zempic Graham. That's literally what I thought. Yeah. They tackled a woman the first day. I know. It was insane. Lindsey Graham didn't even wait in line at Disney World. Oh, I would lose my mind. Listen. My friend works there, so I go there sometimes. And God, if I saw Lindsey Graham going in line before me, I think I don't know what I would do. And I was like standing in line, and I see like Lindsey Graham escorted into some ride. I'd lose my shit. I'd probably get kicked out because I'd start screaming at him. Hello. Went on the TMZ site, and their first few posts were pictures of Congress members on vacation. Yes. Grown man not married, no kids at Disney. Yeah. Lindsey should just come out already. He really should. It's kind of funny that he's still in the closet. But yeah, so Lindsey Graham, a 70-year-old U.S. senator who has no partner or children, was photographed by TMZ visiting Disney World during a government shutdown while wearing a blazer on an 80-degree day. I love how they wanted to just like put that in. Like it had nothing to do with anything, but they just had to slide that in, you know? Oh my God, that's so funny. Okay. Let's see who else. Yeah, Lindsey Graham rides Space Mountain, spend weekends at Disney amid world shutdown. World amid shutdown. He's on Space Mountain. Oh my God, that's so funny. Okay, yes, we saw this already. Robert Garcia hits a Las Vegas casino after Congress fails to reopen the government. And they just have pictures of him at this casino. That's so funny. Oh my God, I love this. Okay, and then Senator Marsha Blackburn. She left early. So she left early before the Senate vote to end the shutdown because she was like, nah, I'm going to go. She said, I know what's going to happen. Nah, I'm going to go. I'm going to go on my vacation now, okay? Before anyone can stop me. Trying to stop the camera.
I'm getting the video.
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
That's good.
Okay.
I love that. I'm getting the video. Like, I'm going to get this video. And, like, I'm going to send it to TMZ. What I think is, like, that's why I think this is so important. And that's why I love this so much, because I feel like they've spent such a long amount. They have spent so long just feeling no repercussions for their actions and just being so shielded from the public and the people that they are supposed to represent. And now people are like, yeah, no, I'm going to video you. I'm going to heckle you. I am going to follow you. And I'm going to protest you, because how is it that the rest of us have to continue working, have to pay all of our bills, have to do all these things, you know, every single day to just make it by, and then you're telling all these people at the same time that maybe, you know, we might have to send your kids to war, you might have to go to war, to fight people, to fight a war that should have never even been started, and now you also have all these people who are not getting paid, and you're sitting here and you're going on your little vacation. And I think they're just so used to just being so insulated and being able to go out and go on vacation and not have to care, you know, about anybody else. But now that people are like, no, like, F you, like this person commented, if they literally don't represent us, then what do we pay taxes for? No, literally, like, F you guys. Why are we sitting here doing all of this while you get to just go run off and do whatever you want and never feel the consequences of your own actions and insulate yourself from the reality that all the rest of us have to live? But you can just go out and do whatever you want and feel like that you don't have to be held accountable, and feel like you shouldn't be held accountable to your voters, to the people who put you in office, the people who are paying your salary. You feel like you are not accountable to us. And so I think it's wonderful. I think it's wonderful that TMZ did this. And I think this is perfect because they should feel the repercussions. And they should have to answer our questions. They should have to answer to us. They really should. So I love this. And I love how he's like, I'm getting the video. Like, you can keep doing this, but I'm getting the video. Shout out to that person, because that was epic. Okay. All right. Next. We're going to talk about the main event in a second, but senators on vacation while AOC and Twitter clapping back at Anna Kasparian. That's going to be the Wednesday video. So I actually already had a Wednesday video planned and like recorded, and I was like on top of it, right? And then this whole AOC Anna Kasparian thing happened on Twitter. And I was like, oh, I gotta talk about that. It's just too juicy. And then Cenk got involved. Oh, I saw that earlier. Cenk got involved in the Twitter. And I was like, maybe they'll talk about it on TYT today. So we'll see. But that'll be my video on Wednesday. On Wednesday, we're gonna be talking about Anna Kasparian and AOC, and I'm very fun. I'm very excited. I think it's gonna be very fun. I'm excited. I'm excited to talk about it. Anyway. Yes. I know AOC. It is kind of funny that they're on vacation and AOC's over here like fighting for her life on Twitter. Not that I don't agree with the criticisms against AOC, because it's kind of funny. I'm in this weird space where I'm like, I agree with a lot of the criticisms against AOC, but then I also like don't like Anna and don't think she's sincerely doing this, you know, like she's just trying to get attention. I don't know. Anyway, we'll talk about it on Wednesday. I'm very excited. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that on Wednesday. Anyway, the main event is here. We are going to be talking about Druski trolling Erika Kirk, and I, for one, think this is hilarious, and I haven't even seen the full video that he made. So we're going to watch that now. And I'm very excited. And I think this is really funny. And I want to preface this, BBB is okay, but not AOC. I don't know what the BBBs are. I don't know what all the B's are, but, okay, but not AOC. I don't know what the BBBs are. MTG. Okay, thank you. I was like, what is the BBB? Yeah, no. Exactly. No, you're exactly right. MTG. They'll talk to MTG, and they'll talk to Tucker Carlson and all this stuff, and they'll just like, they'll glaze him they'll glaze him all day long. I still remember when she said that Tucker Carlson was living like a normal person. And I was like, in what universe is anyone going to believe you? That is such a ridiculous thing to say. And everyone knows you're lying. It's ridiculous. But she came out. I remember when she said that. And then it's like when AOC does something, you're right. It's like, oh my God, we're gonna get into it on Wednesday, but she called her all kind of, I mean, her and Cenk are like calling her names, and I'm like, okay, this is not, we don't need to be doing all this. Like, AOC, yes, I have my criticism, just like I have my criticisms of Zoran, but I still like them, and I still think that they're some of the best politicians that we have, and so I'm just like, I don't know. It's a pattern for Cenk and Anna. They keep going after people to the left. And then they keep glazing and making excuses for people to the right. And it just keeps going. Anna is responding in the bonus episode. Yes. Oh my God. Wednesday's going to be so fun. Oh, we're going to have some fun. Oh, that's going to be a great video. I told you MTG for me is now the Magic the Gathering. The crazy lady is BB. I forgot about that. Okay, thank you for reminding me. That's actually really funny. That's actually really funny. And I like that because you're right. You're right. Magic the Gathering shouldn't be doesn't deserve to be lumped in with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Anyway, that is hilarious. So yes, anyway, we're going to talk about Druski. I also, actually, you know what else would be interesting to know? What Anna Kasparian thinks about Druski. I think that she probably thinks it's racist. I'm just guessing. I'm not sure, but I'm just guessing. So I keep asking myself, what the hell is wrong with Cenk and Anna? I don't know, man. There's a lot. I don't know, man. Money and clicks, I think, are a lot of it, you know, but I don't know. Let's see. Okay. All right. So let's get into this Druski video. I'm actually really excited to watch it because I haven't seen it yet. I've seen like bits and pieces, but I haven't seen the whole thing. So it says how conservative women in America act. And I really love this. And I love how it was like obviously Erika Kirk, right? Like it's obvious that it's Erika Kirk. But he said like how conservative women in America act. Also, this isn't the first time he's done like whiteface. Like he did it one other time. I don't really care. I don't think it's racist, and I don't really think it's that big of a deal. But we'll get into that in a second. It's like a whole discourse, and that same discourse happened the last time he did this, and I thought that was silly as well. But anyway, let's watch this video because I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see it. All right.
War is raging in Iran.
We're praying for all the soldiers and troops.
That's great that you're praying, but
how about all the kids that died when the USA hit the towers?
It broke my heart. That is the
In what ways have you grown closer to Jesus?
I serve a righteous God. And that is why we say our prayers. And we are all his children. But when I say children, I mean like the holy, blessed Trinity, which is why I hold the Bible. Sweet cream foam chai ice matcha. And Bella will have all organic pop cup.
organic?
Yes, everything organic. Oh, say the fast stars sprinkle and for the land of the free.
4, 3, 7. Oh, Hannah, you good? 4, 3, 2. Hold your chest lifted. We're gonna lift.
We have to protect all men in America, especially all white men in America. Those are the boys that we care about in this country. America is built on their backs. Yes, because they are the ones who mattered most.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Oh my God, this is amazing. We're gonna watch that video. We're gonna watch that video of the lady that unironically looks like him. That is so funny. Okay, I think this is hilarious. I think this is so funny, and it's so true. And he was also like trolling trolling Caroline Levitt as well. And it's so funny because he's not wrong. Like, all of this is extremely accurate. This is how they act. Nor is Druski the first person to point out how Erika Kirk is acting. That's what everyone's pointing out. Even Joe Rogan is now saying, oh, she has crazy eyes. So like so like he's not putting anything out. Like, this is how they act. But let's look at some of the reactions and then some of the other videos. Okay, so this is some of the stuff that Erika Kirk responded with. She said, "My own little dog." It sounds like Trump when he's like, "They came to me with tears in their eyes." I don't know why it reminded me of that. But she said, "My own little daughter came to me thinking she had seen me in that video. That's how far this has gone. A grown man turned me into a costume, spread it to millions of people, and now even my child is confused and hurt by it. Y'all keep calling it comedy, but there's nothing funny about bringing this kind of humiliation to my family." I think it's funny. And then someone said maybe she should spend more time at home so her daughter doesn't get confused on what she looks like. Oh, that's hilarious. It is uncanny. I mean, it is uncanny. Okay, and this is the other thing she said, "But if I did blackface as a part of a skit, I'd be canceled and called a racist." Yes, and you would be a racist. You are a racist. I'm almost betting. And yes, because historically, white people used to dress up as used to do blackface as to like degrade and to stereotype and to oppress black people. And they would do this, they would play them in plays, and it was just really disgusting. And I know I watched a documentary about, like, there's a museum, I think it was not the Slavery Museum, but it's like the Jim Crow Museum or something along those lines. And some of the things that they have in there are just insane. Like, I remember when we were talking about Laura Loomer, and we were talking about alligator Alcatraz, and how they were talking about having like alligator bait for the alligators, and that the people in these detention camps were somehow supposed to be alligator bait, and how that is actually like a racial trope and stereotype that was pushed, and it was depicting black babies as like food for alligators, as alligator bait. And, you know, they have this picture on like on a postcard, and it's like advertising it. And so these things are historically things that have oppressed and have marginalized people of color. And so, yes, if you did do blackface, which is a deeply racist thing to do, and it has historically done in deeply racist and atrocious ways, like, it's, yeah, you would be. It's kind of like when people it's kind of like when Hassan got suspended from Twitch for saying cracker, and he said it like, and you know, like saltine cracker, but said it against white people. And, you know, and my family will say this sometimes. They're like, oh, you don't think that's racist? Like, you don't think you can be racist against white people? And I'm like, no, I don't, because historically white people have always been, like, especially in America, white Christian males have always been the dominant, white cis Christian males have always been the dominant segment of this society, and they have consistently oppressed everyone else around them outside of that group. And so, like, no, I don't think saying that to them is somehow racist, because it has no historical context in oppressing them. And it's just like kind of a way to like pull it back and be like, or what is the other one? Reverse racism, right? Because it's like, oh, so racism is only when it's against people of color and not, like, what does reverse racism mean? Like, that doesn't make any sense. But it's things that, like, it's things that conservatives say a lot, and I've heard. But yeah, I don't think this is racist. I think it's quite funny, actually. He's done it before. I mean, White Chicks was a movie. I'm sure people had this discourse back then, but I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But of course, that's the discourse that's happening right now. And then apparently, so Druski said that Erika Kirk sent him a cease and desist, trying to sue me over a skit. Little does she know, parody is protected. It's comedy, not defamation. Y'all gotta stop trying to take jokes to court. So I do think it's funny that the wokes, the lefters, snowflakes, find this to find that, like, oh, we're making comedy legal. Comedy's legal again. Obviously not, because I thought that was hilarious. Okay, so that's okay. Okay, one more thing. Okay, I was like, this is the last thing I wanted to talk about for not the last thing, but this is before we watch those videos. So Druski addresses online backlash over Erika Kirk's satire by highlighting his own white grandfather. So he came out and he said, it's okay that I did this because my grandfather's white. Because I'm part white. And that was just like the cherry on top. That was the cherry on top of it all, because it's so funny, because white people do that all the time. They're like, oh, well, you know, my black friend or my black boyfriend or husband or girlfriend or whatever, or I have this person in my family who's black or whatever, so I can say this or I can do this or it's okay or I'm not racist, you know. And him just like putting it back in their own terms is so funny to me, and I think it's amazing. And I love it. It was the cherry on top of the whole situation. I was like, yes. He said, yeah, it's not racist because my grandfather's white. I love it. It's perfect. It's just like, oh, perfect. Okay, so this is the video of the of the lady at CPAC. And everyone thought that it was Druski at first. But it's not. But it's not. And oh no. Oh god, I hate when my computer does this. It just like decides that it's gonna, okay, there we go. Anyway, it just decides that it's gonna like make it either full screen or not full screen. Anyway, so this lady was at CPAC, and apparently CPAC this year was horrible and was not very good. And Donald Trump wasn't there, Tucker Carlson wasn't there, all these people were not there. So I just think it's funny. I think it's funny that they're becoming highly irrelevant, and it's lovely to see. But anyway, so this lady was talking at CPAC, and everyone thought that it was Druski again. But it's not. This is not Druski. But this person said, damn, Druski is not letting up.
As we turn into these midterms, we're going to need to adopt some of the amazing things that Florida and Texas have done. And it starts with not being afraid. I know people in this room are here because you're patriotic, because you're not afraid. But let me tell you what, my good friend, Senator Ted Cruz, he just left the stage. Give it up for Senator Cruz.
She said stage, but she should have said state. He just left the state. He's going on vacation. He said F you guys. he needs to get his vacation in.
As we turn into these...
Oh my god, that is so funny. Okay, and then this is the other one that I wanted to watch. Let's see what else. I have so many tabs up right now. Okay, this is the other one I wanted to watch. So I thought this was funny because literally in his skit, he was like, they were like, oh yeah, what do you think about all these people? And she's like, well, Jesus, you know, all this kind of stuff. Well, God. And it's just like, it's like, it's literally what Caroline Leavitt sounds like every day on this podium. So let's watch this.
Pope Leo said yesterday, and I quote him, God does not listen to the prayer of those who wage war. Can you comment on that?
So basically the reporter said, Pope Leo said yesterday, God does not listen to the prayer of those who wage war. Can you comment on that? And this is her response.
I think our nation was a nation founded 250 years ago almost on Judeo-Christian values.
Yeah, which is like nothing, but okay. But anyway, she said our nation was founded 250 years ago on Judeo-Christian values.
And we've seen presidents, we've seen the leaders of the Department of War, and we've seen our troops go to prayer during the most turbulent times in our nation's history. And I don't think there's anything wrong with our military leaders or with the president calling on the American people to pray for our service members and those who are serving our country overseas. In fact, I think it's a very noble thing to do. And if you talk to many service members, they will tell you they appreciate the prayers and support from the Commander-in-Chief and from his cabinet.
I'm sure they would appreciate not being sent out to die. Actually, like maybe they wouldn't need all these prayers if they weren't being sent out to die. Just a thought. But yeah, also it's like this is so ridiculous because people like I mean I agree with Pope Leo. I don't believe in God, so I don't agree with Pope Leo. But like I agree, like if the God that everyone says exists, that is like, you know, supposedly supposed to love everyone and all this stuff, right? Then why would he listen to your prayers if you're going and killing children? If you're bombing schools, like why would he listen to you? Like, I'm not understanding. And she's like, well, they should pray for them. That's supporting them. No, I think supporting them would not be sending them to die, would not be sending them to literally, it would not be telling people to bomb schools. I think it was Criminal Minds. I forgot which show I was watching. But I was watching a show, and yeah, I think it was Criminal Minds. But there was this guy who started. So there was this like drone project. This is totally off topic, kind of, but I'll get there. Anyway, so there was this drone project, and this guy was like in the military, and there was this like tech company that was like, oh, it's just like playing a video game, you know, get paid to play a video game. And so he took this job, and he wasn't just playing a video game, he was killing people. But he didn't know that at first. And so then when he found out, he went back and he killed all the people he worked with. And this was in Criminal Minds, so this isn't real, but it was in Criminal Minds. Anyway, but like, that's what they're doing. Like, people are on these drones, and they're not killing them, you know, they're not killing these children up front, but they're killing them in almost like a video game way, which is so dystopian. But like, they're still killing them. And do you think, like, do you not think that might weigh on them? Like, hopefully it does. Hopefully it does weigh on them that they just killed a school full of children. But it's just like, no, I think what a lot of people would rather us do is not go to war, is have them not be killed in a war, in this useless, stupid war that was started for no reason. Yeah. Okay, that got serious. The other funny thing that came out of this was Joe Exotic. Oh my God. Okay, so Joe Exotic. Joe Exotic is so funny. He's been commenting on like Hillary Duff stuff and everyone else. So apparently Joe Exotic thinks everyone knows Erika put a hit out on Charlie. And then someone said, Joe Exotic, how are you commenting from prison? And he said, it's all corrupt, girl. It's all corrupt, girl. I love it. He's so funny to me. He's so funny. Okay, lastly, lastly on the Druski part. So I saw this video pop up and it says mega church pastors love money. And this is him pretending to be a mega church pastor. Get ready for the revolution. And so, okay, I think this is really funny because it's quite similar to like what Erika Kirk is doing. It's like a similar parody because she's doing a similar thing. She's taking everybody's money and going up on stage with the fireworks and all this commotion, and she's telling people to believe in all of this stuff, to be trad wives and all this stuff that she doesn't do herself, but she's telling everybody else to do it. She's taking everybody's money she's taking everybody's money, but she's not doing what she says. And so I just think it's a funny parallel, yeah. Not the Kirk Franklin music. It's great. Okay. Minstrel show. Exactly. No, exactly. That's what they were doing. That's why it is not, that's why like when white people try to put it back and be like, oh, it's reverse racism. No, it's not, because historically white people in this country have not been oppressed. Like there have not been laws stopping them from going places. There have not been laws like enslaving them. There have not like this is not this is not something that has happened to the white population of America. And so yeah, no, it is not racist for him to dress up as Erika Kirk, but it is racist if she were to do blackface. Yes. Let's see. Okay. Her daughter believed it. Right. Legalized comedy. I thought it was Rebel Wilson doing a bit. That's funny. This is great. That was funny. It made me laugh when I saw that. I was like, oh my God. And they don't like conservatives don't like it when it happens to them, right? Like they have all these excuses when they say something racist or when they do something racist. They're like, oh, you're just a snowflake. But then when someone does it to them, they're like, oh my God. And they send like a cease and desist and all this stuff. Okay. Who are the real snowflakes? Like, I think this year has shown who the real snowflakes are. And I mean, most conservative pundits have always been the real snowflakes, always. But, I think more people are seeing that it's actually, like, I think more people are realizing that now. Because they're just crying about everything. They got everything they wanted. They have the House, they have the Senate, they have the presidency. They're getting everything they wanted, and yet they're still crying all the time. They're still out here crying all the time. Anyway, so lastly, the last part of our stream is we're just gonna talk about some random stuff that I found that I thought would be fun to watch and talk about. So let's see, what is the first thing? There's a lot of little things that I have to talk about. Let's see. And not all of them are fun. Some of them are not fun. Oh, this one's funny, but not. So RFK Jr. was at CPAC, and he apparently he didn't realize what he was saying. Like, he's trying to like suck up to Trump, right? He's trying to be like, Trump's this great guy, But first of all, what he says is not believable. Second of all, it also contradicts something that Trump has been saying. So let's watch this.
He has encyclopedic molecular knowledge on this wide range of very, very eclectic interests. First
of all, I don't believe him. I don't believe him at all. Okay? I love how he's trying to make Donald Trump sound so smart. And like, what? I don't believe him. But anyway, let's keep going.
Music, Broadway shows.
Music, Broadway shows. Oh my God. Yes, because he is literally like a gay man trapped inside this guy's body. Like, I swear to God. Like, that theory where everyone's like, if he just had like a show where he could just talk, or like a gossip show, right? And he could just talk about people and all this other kind of stuff. Like, he would not need to be president. Like, he would be fine. He could talk his shit, right? He could talk his shit and he wouldn't have to deal with our lives. You know? He wouldn't have to be some fascist dictator, right? Because he seems to like that, right? He seems to like to, be petty and talk about Broadway shows and be in the spotlight and do all these things. Like, that's what he wants. But instead, we got this. Because no one likes him. And so, because the Hollywood elite and all the people in Hollywood didn't like him because he's not a likable person, now he feels like he needs to get his revenge on everyone. Anyway.
Pro wrestling, football, every sport, golf, and business and Wall Street. He knows how everybody made their money and what deals they made. And he tells stories all the time about it. It's just one after the other. And one time during the campaign, I was on the airplane with him, and we were sitting across the table from each other, eating McDonald's, drinking Diet Coke. And and
he was talking about, RFK was talking about trying to go after like Dunkin' and iced coffee. I swear to God. He can't go after iced coffee because that'll get all the suburban moms and like if there's one thing that I think might get some of these suburban Republicans, Democrats are out here like, we got to get the suburban Republicans. If there's one thing that I think could get the suburban Republicans, I do think it is messing with their iced coffee. I do think that. And I was like, I don't know why RFK Jr. said that, because I don't think that's gonna bode too well with his base. But yeah, so he's out here talking about like, oh, Dunkin' Donuts and iced coffee, but he's over here eating McDonald's. Okay, anyway.
We started talking about Syria, and he got a placemat, and he turned it on its back, and then he took a Sharpie and he drew a perfect map of the Mideast, and then he put the troop strength of every country on every border on that map, and it just
I don't believe that for 1 second. There's no way. I don't believe that.
It challenged a lot of the assumptions that I had been told about him. He has he has this extraordinary depth of knowledge about what's happening in each one of the agencies, my agency and the others. And
then how come every time someone asks him a question, he says, I don't know? Literally every time someone asks him a question about something, he says, I don't know. He said, I don't know. Literally every single time someone will ask about something like Pete Hegseth did, someone will ask about something RFK did, and he'll be like, well, I don't know. He's in charge of that. I don't know. Literally, that's how he answers questions. What are you saying? He has an in-depth knowledge. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. We're going to stop with the lying. But anyway, basically what he was saying is that he drew this perfect map from memory of the Middle East, and that contradicts the line that Trump and everyone around have been saying, that he doesn't doodle, that Trump doesn't draw. Trump doesn't draw. What are you talking about? He certainly doesn't draw with Sharpie. Didn't RFK Jr., didn't he just say that he took out a Sharpie and drew this map? Yeah. And isn't it funny that everyone was like, oh, he doesn't draw, he wouldn't use a Sharpie, and oh my god, da 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 da. Looky here. I think this is so funny because that Epstein letter with him drawing the woman's body in Sharpie, it's like, that was the whole thing. I don't draw, I don't doodle, what are you talking about? And that's not what I use. I don't use Sharpie. And now it's like, yeah, RFK's out here like trying to make him sound so smart and intelligent. It's like, oh yeah, he drew this map with Sharpie by memory. He's so smart. Oh my god, it's so funny. It's just it's so stupid, but it's so funny. BS. Trump is a failed theater kid. He is molecular. Right. What does that even mean? Like, he's just trying to sound smart, but he sounds dumb because what he's saying doesn't even make any sense. Also, Trump, I don't screen questions. You can ask me anything. You can ask me about sex. Right. He's like, don't ask me anything about like the government and how it's going, but you can ask me about the ballroom and you can ask me about sex, which, oh god, he's such a weird person. Okay, so this is the sad stuff that's happening. So this was Hassan. So he said, I had to fly back home for a family emergency, so I won't be able to make it to the Bernie rally, but we'll be back in NYC. And also, the lines at JFK were insane, but the website, okay, I don't care. And yes, they got ICE dudes handling IDs and luggage out here. And so that's what I was saying. I guess last week so this is the line at JFK. This is what the line looked at when I was leaving Orlando a couple weeks ago. But apparently they have, like, I guess the pictures last week where ICE were just standing around doing nothing, I guess they saw that and were like, oh, they probably should actually help. And so now they have them like doing IDs and luggage, and I am not comfortable with that. Okay, I don't want to interact with these. I don't want to interact with them. I don't want to give them my ID. I don't want them to handle my luggage, because listen, again, there's a girl who was like, didn't we watch it last week? She was like, F eyes, and they're just standing there. Like, I don't want to interact with them. I don't want to interact with them, because if I interact with them, it's not going to be good. I was like, it took everything in me not to like yell at the TVs in the airport when they had Kristi Noem on them. I was so mad. I mean, I remember getting up at like 6 a.m. having to go to the airport and see her face on, like, her face was like one of the first things I saw at 6 a.m. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I don't want to see her stupid face. And luckily we don't have to see it anymore in the airports. But yeah, so apparently they have them like doing IDs and luggage, which is not something I'm comfortable with, which is not something I like, which is not something I want. And of course, now people are saying, okay, well, ICE agents may remain at airports even after TSA agents get paid this week. Shocker. No. And this is what I was talking about last week. I really think that, again, because what is ICE helping? ICE wasn't helping. ICE wasn't doing anything. They had to make them, I guess they had to force them to help them because they were doing nothing. But also, I think this is what I said last week. I think that this is normalization. It is normalization for the midterms. They want ICE patrolling the streets. They want ICE patrolling the voting. They want them patrolling airports. They want them everywhere, because they're like Trump's little army. There's like Trump's little militia that he just wants to sick on everyone. And so this is what this is. They're trying to make it normalized that ICE is just everywhere, monitoring everyone and making sure everyone complies with whatever they say, whatever they want. They don't care. They're on a power trip. And so this is this is going to continue happening. I think it's going to start at airports, and it's just going to keep going down the line to more and more places. And I do think that that's how they're going to try to I do think that that's going to try how they're going to handle the elections. They're trying to pass the SAVE Act, and I know the Supreme Court was like is looking at halting mail-in ballots, or I don't know if like halting, I think it's like unless you're disabled or what have you. There's some caveats, but they're looking at like getting rid of it, and I think this is how they're going to try to take the midterms. It's going to be in a couple different ways, but that's why he's been so set on the SAVE Act. And I think if he doesn't get it through these ways of like voter oppression, then he's going to try to do it by force with ICE agents. And that's just my opinion. All right, last thing, since we're talking about airports, apparently, Justin, it's official. Palm Beach International Airport is now the Donald J. Trump International Airport, following Governor Ron DeSantis' signature on HB 919. The name change goes into effect July 1st. I mean, sooner or later, they're just going to name everything after him. Like, that's just what they're doing. They're just naming everything after him, which is ridiculous. Which is insane, because, like, what? Oh, his name's also going to be on money. His name is also going to be on money. His signature is going to be on money now. Donald Trump, he's going to be the first sitting president that's going to have his signature on money. Yeah. This man is literally like, no, I'm gonna be a dictator. Like, I'm a dictator. This is what I am. This is what it is. Like, he's not even hiding it. He's not even hiding it. And then you're seeing people like Elisa Slotkin, like we did earlier, be like, oh, we gotta be alpha. Dude. Like, wake up. This is not time to try to look cool and be practical. Like you said, have practical. No. Do you think the Republicans are over here worrying about being practical? Do you think Donald Trump, he ever sits there and when he thinks of an idea goes, I wonder if this is practical? No, I don't think he does. I think he just goes, this is what I want to do, and we're going to do it, F what everybody else says. And you're over here like, well, is it practical? Is it practical to be against Israel? Is it practical? I don't know. It's like, dude, what are you doing? Like, wearing a leather jacket is not going to fix your lack of charisma and your lack of policies. Like, it's just not. But for some reason, Democrats think that it is. Nepo's backing Nepos, exactly. Now it's gonna be Mark Wayne Mullen's face we get to see. It's even worse. Oh god, that guy is so stupid. He's so stupid. An airport to match a Saudi plane, exactly. The Donald J. Trump White House, sponsored by Amazon. They should have that on the ballroom. Like, sponsored by Amazon. And who else? Fox News. The Fox Corporation. Oh my god, that would be so funny if they had like sponsors on the ball house. In the ballroom. The ball house. What's a ball house? I don't know. In the ballroom. Yes. Well, that's our live today. Thank you so much for joining. Today was so fun. There was so much to talk about. I was so excited to talk to everyone. Wednesday, it's going to be all about Anna Kasparian and AOC, and I'm very excited to talk about that because so many people are involved. Anna's gonna say something tonight. Mehdi got involved. Jank's getting involved. It's just messy. The House of Sounds like a club I visited by accident. Oh man. Yes, thank you for being here. So yeah, that's what we're gonna talk about Wednesday. So stay tuned because that'll be really, really fun. And then tomorrow I'm going to have a members video on this is something else I saw. Apparently Usha Vance has a podcast. Because everyone listen, I'm no one to talk, okay? I'm no one to talk, but apparently everyone has a podcast now. Even Usha Vance has a podcast, so we're gonna watch some of that for my member stream, not stream, but members video tomorrow. Oh no, I know, it's insane. It's just so stupid. It's just so ridiculous. Like, I know I say this a lot, but we do, like, every day I wake up and I'm like, wow, we really, like, Idiocracy just really hit the nail on the head, right? It just was so spot on. Just so spot on, in so many ways. But yeah, anyway, that was the stream today. Thank you so much for being here. Before we go, oh, wrong screen. I updated my members. I did get that right. But before we go today, thank you to my members. Thank you, Creflo. Thank you, Hey Skip J. Oh, Creflo, have you ever covered the Taylor Frankie Paul situation? We live in the dumbest timeline, I know. Have a good night. Yes. So I saw your comment. I'm gonna respond to comments. Sorry, this weekend was really busy. But I'm going to respond to comments. So I saw that and I have heard about it, but I will do a video about it because I will. So yes, I've been meaning to comment back and say, yes, I will do a video about that since you asked. So yes, I'll do a video about that. I'll start working on it and, yeah, or I'll start looking into it and we can cover it and I'll cover it. So yeah, thank you for giving me a suggestion. I love suggestions. So if anyone has a suggestion, let me know and I will definitely do it because I'd love to know what you guys like to hear about. But yeah, anyway, so yes, I will do that. Thank you for the suggestion. And then yes, but thank you Creflo for being a member. You're amazing. And thank you, Hey Skip J, and thank you everyone for being here. I love you all very, very much. And I'll see you Wednesday. Yay. All right. Good night. Bye.